What's up? Pull up to the neighborhood. What's good? It's your girl, Big Chi Chi. So, wasn't going to record, but I always seem to record. So, let's go. I did cleanse my space, my area. Peace and blessings to the collective consciousness here. Those who are going through a spiritual time, to say the least. Much love and respect to you all, and thank you for tuning in to me. Just briefly, I'll say again, Most High and the ancestors and the gods, goddesses, and angels, please protect me while channeling this message, removing any negativity, any black magic, any evil eye, any spell work, any hexes, any curses, anything negative that is trying to be sent at myself or the collective while channeling this message. I ask that you invoke the spirit within me to return the sender tenfold, 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 tenfold. And so it is, okay? So there's a King of Pentacles in reverse here, okay? We got a man whose money is funny now, okay? You know, he couldn't rock somebody's stability, their family life. He couldn't bring someone down of some sort. He couldn't knock you off you couldn't knock the legs from under you, okay? Use the table, okay? You on all fours in this bitch, okay? And they couldn't stop some money news or some good news from coming in, okay? I also got fast food and incantation, so they have been doing some type of spell work. If you order any Uber or anything that's ordered and they have to deliver it to you, they have been doing some incantations over your food work. What's back here? A high priestess. You know, this could have been a female who's part of this with this King of Pentacles. Someone who is a dark witch. You know, she could have been sending some or having some incantations, doing spell work over your food, okay? So be mindful when ordering out, you know. You may not want to order out, but this is just a public announcement that, you know, there are people that can do that. You know, they'll send some energy towards your food work to have you choke or something of the sort. You know what I mean? Have you sick or poisoned of something of the sort, okay? So pray over your food as always. You know, you do have the gift and the power to remove any negativity. You can absorb that energy. And, you know, alchemize that bitch and send that shit back out to them, okay? All right? And just be mindful of that, okay? All right. Yeah, this could be this couple. King of Pentacles may be locked up. Someone might be locked up. Someone might just be out of commission here. What is this? This King of Pentacles, yeah, it fell on the floor then. It's Nine of Pentacles is doing this. It was them and the High Priestess in reverse. King of Pentacles. A boxer. Boxer from New York, or something to do with someone in New York. A boxer has something to do with someone in New York. Then in fast food. Fast food want to stay out. The mission. Okay. So someone's on a mission through some fast food services here. Someone is on a mission. What we got going on, Spirit? Get us into here. Psalms 91, cover up, clout, who sent you? Okay, so something to do with fast food, okay. So, you good? Mm-hmm. All right now. Psalms 91, okay, so you're protected. Someone did a Psalms 91, you're protected. That, stop this cover-up from happening. This was an operation through fast food. It must be. I mean, fast food is out here like a mother. Yeah, the mission was through fast food. Okay? Now it's spun in on the fence here. So maybe someone was a worker and they wanted to do something for some clout. Someone you don't know, or maybe someone you know who's doing something to try to cover up some clout shit. They trying to cover up some clout shit. This is the mission. Okay, yeah, black magic in reverse. A chef, a cook, a caterer is in reverse. This must be a heart attack. This motherfucker somebody had a heart attack. Williams, Gerald, Gerard, Johnson, Andre, Richard. Okay, entity attachment. Retired police officer. So there's a retired police officer that wanted to be a part of this of some sort, and now they're in reverse. Like, they don't want to be part of this anymore. Like, they just wanted to have their cake and eat it too at a specific time. So, something about they was enjoying, like, just being greedy, living it up, you know. It's a poly party. These are people who poly party. And this is giving old people. It's giving old people. Giving oldies. Okay. Yeah, judgment. These people got called judgment upon, or there was a judgment that didn't go in their order, or these are some people who already, look, the devil just hit the flow. The devil just hit the flow. These are people that was in this devil energy, this poly party. They refused to catch the call, to heed the warnings. You know what I'm saying? They continued to keep on keeping on with the bullshit, with the devil energy. You know, now people trying to, you know, they don't want no part of this because there's a King of Swords here. Someone who's speaking truth, someone who is very articulate. Someone has spiritual guidance. Okay. The mission. Yeah. The King of Swords here. 1980s, Canada. So somebody could be from Canada, 1980s, born in 1980s, or dealing with someone in Canada, Virginia. Someone's undercover. Someone's undercover. Okay. So maybe someone from Canada. Yeah, death. It's an ending here. It's an ending here. Someone might be Asian or half Asian or something like that. Meeting. They having a meeting now? Word? What's the meeting about? You're fired. Okay, so someone could have got fired, you know. Fast food. Someone could have been trying to get you fired, and it couldn't. This meeting came out again. Reverse. Airport employees. And so maybe these airport employees are connected to something to do with this fast food. Trying to do a cover up through fast food or Uber services bullshit. They had a meeting because somebody got fired. Somebody lost their job. What about these airport employees? Birth certificate. Someone got some type of warning. Someone dealing with fast food, and they ignored it or something of the sort. And then they got fired, or maybe they were trying to get you fired. There was a meeting about this that went wrong. for some airport employees because of a birth certificate, because someone is still alive, someone maybe half Asian. There's an ending board to this. There's a gardener that's in reverse now. What else about this birth certificate? This King of Wands is currently or actively throwing magic from the car. You know, it's a death though. It's going right back. Like it fell out on King of Swords and the death card. So entity attachment. This person may have an entity attachment or trying to attach some entity to you. What fell out here? Birth certificate. You know, somebody did somebody's a hoe. I keep saying King of Wands. Trying to set somebody up, a road trip, from a road trip. You know, something may have went wrong. You know, this is a chef, a cook, or a caterer who's having a heart attack, or someone is having a heart attack, man. William, Gerald, Richard, Gerard, Johnson, Andre. Someone in their 40s and 50s. Because they paid for something to harm you, collective. They paid for something to harm you, through a gardener or something. This gardener may have been in a same-sex relationship with them, that they didn't know they was being manipulated. You know, they was trying to do some type of incantations to manipulate you to complete this destiny swap. That's why this birth certificate's here. Somebody was trying to get this destiny swap completed by, I mean, I guess they sent the gardener in now. I mean, they've been sending in everybody, okay? So, you know, maybe there's a gardener or something around you, your son, where you are, where you're going, or it just always seems to be like gardeners or someone doing some type of landscaping around you. Okay, yeah. They're trying to send the gardener in, I guess. Okay, so and with Thought Pocket, they try to prove you to be some type of thought here for this destiny or something, baby. You know, a barbershop. Someone from a barbershop. 1970, something weird, okay? Entity attachment. Heavy devil energy. Just look over there. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so somebody's wearing a disguise. Okay? A chef, a cook. Someone had a heart attack. Is someone, a chef or cook, sent some airport employee in? Something, okay? Somebody is wearing a disguise. Gerald, Gerard, Johnson, Richard, Andre, William, whoever. First, last, or middle name, okay? $1 Million Baby. Supermarket. Somebody wearing a disguise at the supermarket? Official tissue. Someone's official. Someone from Canada is an official informant or undercover something. Silver, okay? This is you, okay? You're psychic. Silver, okay? You're psychic, you're balanced, purity, okay? Protection, feminine energy. You've tapped into your feminine energy. You're living your best life. They're trying to stop you. Everything. There's a death here. There's an ending. Car accident. They didn't know you were their wealth, okay? Somebody fumbled you, okay? Okay, somebody fumbled you, okay? Someone's somebody named Zuri, okay, in reverse, or something to do with Zuri in reverse, okay, birthday. Something happened on someone's birthday, or someone's birthday's involved. Rhode Island. So someone's job is involved. Or just someone from Rhode Island. What about this Rhode Island and Zuri in reverse? Wanda, somebody's mother. These people, some undercover officials of some sort. Okay, so someone named Wanda and Zuri of some sort work together. This Wanda character must be related to this King of Swords or to some masculine. These are undercover officials, so this is given like, you know, witches and warlocks, like the head witches and warlocks. They tried to get CPS involved with something with you, and that didn't fall through. Someone tried to cause an accident, a car accident, or or maybe it's a backfire. There's a car accident because these people were playing around with children, with the CPS, maybe making false reports. You know, they didn't know you were their wealth. Okay, so these people were after some wealth. Okay, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, supermarket. Someone from Rhode Island is wearing a disguise. Supermarket. Okay, strength. Okay, yes. This is you, collective. You are strong. Okay, the strength card. You know how to tame the beast. Okay, you know what you're doing out here. You're psychic. Okay, high priestess energy. High priest energy. Okay, this is you, collective. All right. And you guys, I mean, there's a transgender out here that's feeling some type of heat. You know, names may be related to first, last, or middle. Joe, Willie, Terrell, Kim, Tanisha, Brandon, Vito, Reggie, Jody, Janae, Cheyenne, Craig, Rachel or Rochelle, Willie. Okay, Anonymous. Handler, undercover handler, has some connections to a fake profile. Okay. Somebody told some lies. Somebody anonymous. Somebody. Someone was doing something anonymously that's a handler, or was undercover handler or some shit, is connected to some fake profiles to try to get you falsely arrested or caught up in some situation involving a bunch of lies and discrediting of your character, or just making up false things. Somebody's name could be Brittany, or involving his sister. This person's a karmic, okay, Carmiana, all right? This is a karmic female. This might be their baby mama or whatever, okay? But you are safe, and your children are safe, okay? Whatever they were speaking on you, or on a Wednesday or Friday, it has gone back, okay? Someone's son and daughter. Surprise, I'm positive vibes, bitch, okay, yeah. So something they sent out got sent back. Okay, a road trip to set up, storage unit in reverse, transit. Someone set out to go on a road trip to head to a storage unit. Someone may have taken the bus, but it was a setup. Someone got set up. Somebody got set up. That's what I'm reading here. Yeah. Psalms 91, a handler again, who's connected to a hacker or someone who does fake profiles or something. Or type of handler. A we read that. You are safe, your kids are safe from somebody's mama, I guess. Somebody got their mom involved. It's a tower, though. Somebody's name is Angela. Okay, Saturday. Okay, what about Saturday, Spirit? Feds is watching. Okay, so this could be even today. You know what I mean? Angela, somebody named Angela is being watched by the feds. You know what I'm saying? Or something. Okay, they may the feds are seeing everything that's going down, whatever's related to this chef, this mama. It's a Leo. There's a Leo involved here. Somebody from Florida, or something to do with Florida's in reverse. Someone sent a bounty hitter out that couldn't do nothing because of your strength. It was a setup, okay? It's given like they set the bounty hunter up. Someone rides a bike. What about this bicycle? They big mad energy. Someone named Zuri, somebody named Wanda, something to do with Rhode Island. You know, they big mad because something didn't fall through with CPS. This might involve something to do with white. I mean, it could be a white bicycle, a white person, something. Okay? It sounds like a personal problem, though. So this is, you know, I just looked at the devil card. This is people who jumped into some poly party, some devil worshiping group. You know, jumping on the bandwagon. Sound like a personal problem. Venezuelans, okay? We got Venezuela back in the house here. What about them? Laundromat. What about these Venezuelans, man? There's an emperor here. A boss, a father who's corrupt. They wish they never did this. There's some type of scammer. Or maybe they work with some scammer that you don't know. Doing something strange for a piece of change. With a choking. Trying to choke somebody. Try to get somebody choked out to end someone with voodoo. This was voodoo. This was forbidden. This was forbidden. They should have never done this. They should have never did any of this. Somebody who's driving a red car is getting hit back with a return to sender. They're involved with this emperor who did something to do with some choking, some voodoo, to do some choking. Like I said, fast food was the first thing over here, okay? All right? They could be, probably cut them off, okay? So now they're attacking you through, what, food and road trips? Feds is watching all of this. Somebody's being blackmailed from Pennsylvania. Okay? Why? Because something about Wednesday and Friday to do with a son or daughter, sports betting. So somebody made a sports bet or made some type of bet with their children. Somebody used their children to do some type of bet, to do some spiritual warfare on someone? Really? Who did that raggedy shit? Yeah, what the hell? Yeah. Galactic Federation was not having that. Someone did something with their son or daughter, something to do with children. Their children. In some gambling. Someone gambled something, their child or some shit, to wage spiritual warfare. Yeah, devil energy. Keep looking over there. Yeah, this Hierophant. It's a church. Church group. You know? What about this Hierophant? Spiritual warfare in reverse. They're getting hit back with a return to sender, okay? Okay, return. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, because they were out here trying to hold you back. So now that they're getting hit with the holdback of funds, there's scarcity around this bitch. You know, people is holding on to their last couple of dollars, okay? Yeah, because this, whatever spiritual warfare they have waged on the collective, it's coming back. And this Emperor here. Yeah, talk to me about it. This Emperor is connected to Washington, D.C. in some way. This Emperor, this boss figure, this head warlock. He's connected to some Venezuelans. He's connected to the CPS case with Wanda and Zori, a car accident. You know, he's connected with the Washington, D.C. because I guess, you know, he was supposed to get this death certificate done, okay? You know? Couldn't get the false arrest done. So they went with the, try to get the death done with a bounty hunter. They sent a hitter out. They sent a hitter out, a sniper. Look, this guy's on the roof holding this one wand here. No way. They sent the hitter out to get this death certificate. Yeah, this is someone that may have been using animals or walking around with animals. A maintenance man. Sports betting. They did some type of betting. Some type of bet, man. I don't know what they was doing, though. Jeweler. There's a jeweler with a maintenance man. With this death certificate. They're lovers. This maintenance man is lovers with this jeweler, or did some loving on this jeweler. Overseas. Because of something overseas. Some overseas accounts, some money. These names may be relevant. Thompson, Lucas, Richard, Burke, Marcus, Williams, Bobby. 9 months. This female. There's a female in this energy. They may be pregnant or something. Doing something strange for a piece of change. So maybe this maintenance man and jeweler, this is Bonnie and Clyde. Man, this is Bonnie and Clyde. I mean, we already know. Someone doing some strange voodoo from a red car. Okay? And to cause a choking. They don't want you to speak. You see how my throat chakra is like I'm coughing and I'm not even sick. It feels like a tickle. Like so they outside in the car sending black magic, doing some spell work because they're wearing a disguise and shit. You know, they think it's a reality show about this bitch. For some, still trying to get this will and property left by deceased one. You know, they still working on that. You know, they still working hard at that. You know. Lies. 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 This is the devil energy. Yeah, so someone is giving up the lies, telling the truth about the lies. Someone's talking to detectives. Someone's telling the truth about the lies. You know, someone stand up for yourself, hopefully. You know, talking to detectives again, okay? This is someone who's a caregiver of some sort. Or someone's feeling compassionate now or something. This person is talking to detectives because the illusion has been lifted. His caregiver. So they were under some type of false belief or false hope, or maybe they had something going on over them. Okay. There's a Gemini here that caused some type of illusion, or was under an illusion, an ex-boyfriend of some sort, you know, who worked together with some clowns, worked together with these people in devil energy, maybe a lover. Alright, Archangel Michael's here, you know, blocked off whatever voodoo they was trying to do. Okay, it's doo-doo. Okay, it's a no, it's a return to sender immediately. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on? Okay, these people are hurting. Somebody's mask fell off. They're running. They're blocked. Okay, someone who can be seen. Mask fell off. This could have been a lover or something to do with some lovers. You know, they're in sorrow. They're in pain here. They was part of this Hierophant energy, this Hierophant group. You know, these people on the run. They're being blackmailed. You know, maybe from some people overseas. You know, these people are blocked. And, you know, they backstabbed you. They're blocked. Lies. School. So someone told some school some lies here. Or someone at a school told some lies. What about this school? Someone with a beard or facial hair. A fake marriage. Someone lied to a school that they were fake married to someone. Mind games, yeah. Some type of illusion. They part of this coven group. They did some backstabbing shit. So why? Because they know they're about to get arrested or something? Boundaries. It's a no. The ancestor said it's a no. The ancestor said it's a no. Okay, return to sender. Return to sender. Okay, you're free from this. Okay, you've ascended. You're getting a new start, and they're not getting some money or whatever they did for some love of money. You know, their winter is in reverse. All the work they even put in for the winter, it's over. It's spring, bitches. Okay, Happy New Year. You know, this train is derailing. Okay, this train of jealousy and narcs. What else about this school? Talking to detectives. Trap. You know, someone has some lies because they were playing mind games to trap someone, okay? Love bombing, gaslighting, but they were really unemotionally available. They were causing some type of illusion, and their mask fell off, okay? They sent some lies out to a school, and they got caught. Thank you, Spirit. They got caught. Detective work, or a detective saw this. You know, the secret was exposed. Someone's got an unplanned pregnancy, like, my nigga, if you got a new baby coming, go deal with that.